It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away.
Hey, boo!
So here's the thing. What pisses me off about that?
Yep.
You are a football connoisseur as I am.
Yep.
I think it shows a lot of ignorance in people for them creating these visuals saying the Indiana Bears. That's so stupid. I actually did a count. And what is it, 5 or 6 of the teams in the NFL, maybe more than that, literally don't play in their name?
I don't think the Chargers play in LA technically. Where are they now? Where are the Chargers now?
In Inglewood, over there at SoFi.
They LA Chargers now, right?
Yeah, they're the LA Chargers.
The New York teams don't play in New York. They play in New Jersey.
Jersey, right? At MetLife. Who
Indiana
is it?
Bears is funny, though.
The Niners play in wherever the hell Levi Stadium is. Hell, the Cowboys play in...
Yeah, they play in Arlington. Beautiful stadium. Jerry World is
awesome.
Yeah.
And see, that's the whole point of what the Bears wanted. Because the entire history of the Bears, they have never played at their own stadium. From the 20s until the 70s, they played at punk-ass Wrigley Field. And if you watch some of the footage of some of them games back in the day, they'd catch the football and it's like touchdown, bow, and run right into the center field wall. Because it wasn't a football stadium.
Yeah, Wrigley got a small field anyway.
Yes. So it's like, so then they moved to Soldier Field. Soldier Field belongs to the Park District.
Mm.
It always has, it always will. They just retrofitted it for the Bears.
Okay.
But it was not built to be a football stadium.
Okay.
That place is small.
Oh.
And then
what about when the aliens landed on it?
And when the aliens landed, it got smaller. It got smaller.
I know the parking got super terrible over there.
If anything, the people that are complaining, they don't know football. They've never been to Soldier Field. And they need to just pipe down and shut up. Because what they're going to get in Hammond, much better. What Indiana did in 6 weeks, Cook County in the state of Illinois didn't get done in 15 years. Because they didn't think that the Bears were going to leave.
Oh, yeah.
So I want them to. This is one of them situations where it's like, y'all that don't know, the people that don't know, they don't know anything about what has gone on and how the Bears have been stalling out the state. They've stalled out 3 governors. You understand? 3 mayors. And it's like, okay, man, y'all gonna keep acting like we're not going to leave? We will leave. I think they bought that property out there in Arlington. They bought this racetrack. I've been out there, and I mean, that place was big, and they drew up the whole, the layout of what it was gonna be because they want a Jerry World.
Yeah.
And man, it all came down to the state and them taxes. Soldier Field is a miracle because of the fact that it was built during a time period they wasn't thinking about no professional football. Perfect example. Let's take your Packers. The Packers could easily, if it was for branding purposes, could have been the Milwaukee Packers.
Yeah.
They could have been, as far as branding purposes are concerned. Same thing with the New England. They could have easily been the Boston Patriots.
Right.
But all these idiots, they can't. They're not going to be able to sing the song anymore. Shut up. Hammond is 20 minutes outside of the city. If that. People that stay on the southeast side, we go to Indiana, we go to Hammond to get our gas.
Yeah, but from what I've been hearing, it's the northern suburbs that's doing most of the complaining.
You're in Schaumburg. Shut up.
The people who come and be like, oh, I'm from Chicago.
No.
Of a certain complexion, I'll be like the city? No, I'm from, like, okay.
See?
They do the same thing here, though. I mean, we're not as big, but I got into a whole argument with somebody online. Tyler Hero. Well, he played in Greenfield High School. And I think he's from there. I think he lived in Greenfield, too. And Jimmy Butler went to Marquette. And it came out that he would make fun of Tyler Hero, talking about he think he from Milwaukee. And somebody was like, he is from Milwaukee. Like, nah, he not from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's funny because Milwaukee's a majority black city. So that's what makes it funny. We like 55% or something like that. 50,
yeah, then that's majority black.
But yeah, so it's majority. So I had to argue with this dude online about he not from Milwaukee, and that's why it's funny because you talk about a white dude acting like he from Milwaukee.
To put a cap on that, man, look, I want the Bears to leave because I've seen what Indiana wants to do for them. What I would want them to also do is to stop talking about it. Mike Wilbon, he comes on the radio here about once a week. He was saying, like, look, I'm not paying attention to nothing anybody says until ground breaks. And even then, I don't care. And his sentiment is the exact sentiment of true Bears fans. Is if they leave, good. Because the Bears will be giving the middle finger to Cook County, City of Chicago, and the state of Illinois. They were too goddamn arrogant for too long and didn't do what they needed to do to keep them here. And the Bears bought all that property out in, I think it's Arlington Heights and whatnot. But I think they did that just as kind of like a bluff. You know, just as, hey man, we will leave. And they're like, all right, let's see. And now they got that property out there, but then Indiana was like, hey, we'll do this, and we'll do this. And they're like, word? And we'll build up all this shit, and this, that, and other. And it's like, huh? Because I saw the proposal, and it's a much better deal.
Yeah.
Because what it is Chicago isn't an option anymore. That's what people really aren't really seeing, that the city is not an option anymore because it's not viable. But it's a matter of Arlington Heights or Indiana. And I'd rather them go to Indiana because, man, Illinois is going to be completely screwed. And I want that to happen because they've had 20 years to get this done. Literally 20 years, Mal. When they put the spaceship in Soldier Field. That was in 2003. I was there when they did it. They've had 23 years to get this deal done. They haven't. Let them go.
Indiana Bears is funny, though.